He's the newest member of the Angels. He's Josh Hamilton joining us on the show. Did you play football in high school, Josh?
I played freshman year. Hey, how you doing, first of all?
I'm good. I'm good.
I played freshman year, and our team was terrible. I was bigger than my center. I was quarterback, cornerback, and then sophomore year they wanted me to play quarterback and defensive end. And I said, I gotta try something different.
But did you grow up wanting to play football?
You know what? I played everything I could. Played basketball, football, baseball, soccer, ran track, whatever sport was in or I felt like doing, I did. And sometimes I still miss football.
Yeah, until you see how hard they hit.
Well, some big boys out there.
Yes, they are. What pro team did you grow up watching?
Football-wise?
Yeah.
I was a Cowboys fan. My dad was a Cowboys fan. Panthers didn't come around until I was in high school. So my dad didn't like the Redskins, and I got some fond memories of him cussing at the TV when I was growing up.
Well, here you are in the Arlington, Dallas area, and you saw what Tony Romo went through all the time. That's scrutiny all the time. Never good enough. How much pressure, if you compared what you were under this year, scrutiny, reaction, criticism, to maybe what Romo goes through, how would you compare?
It's no comparison. I mean, it's a football town, Dallas in general, and the state itself in high school football, and how much people love it in general. So, if you're a Cowboy, they've been called America's team for a long time, and they had a lot of great players and a lot of championships. So, it's just going to be there more than it will be in baseball.
The reaction you got this year, and you sort of hinted that there were other things going on.
Yeah.
The fans, did you feel like the fans played a role in you not re-signing, or the media played a role that you wanted to get out and get a fresh start?
No. It's just one of those things. I think if fans, they get used to a player playing one way. And, I started off the season really hot, and maybe their expectations got a little unrealistic. It was just one of those things where, they have a right to boo or, cuss me or whatever they want to do just because they, pay and come see me play the game. You hope that your home fans don't do that, but you know what? They do. If I go to the Angels here and I don't start well, I'm sure I'll get booed, and it doesn't bother me. But, when you think about, baseball cities or baseball towns, you wouldn't think of the Ranger fans booing the players. If it's the Yankees, Boston, Cubs, the towns that eat, sleep, and breathe baseball, it's a little different story, and you can understand it. But it was a little bit of a shock, but it really didn't bug me.
Talking to Josh Hamilton, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. But you've hinted that there was something else going on there. Why haven't we heard about what exactly was going on towards the end of the season?
Towards the end of the season, did I hint something?
Well, you were saying that there's something else that's going on, or I'll tell you guys later, I think is what you said. So I don't know what was going on. You struggled at the end. There was the playoff game.
Oh, man, I quit chewing tobacco. Plain and simple. And to think that doesn't have effect on, your physical, mental. I've been chewing for almost 11, 12 years. But I knew I needed to do it during the season because if I could do it during the season, being around guys doing it all the time, I knew I'd be okay.
But you had withdrawals?
Physically just for about a week, until it's out of your system. But, if I was playing baseball, I had a chew in my mouth. So some mental things you have to get through and get over. But you know what? I went out and played hard every night and, did the best I could. So,
why the Angels?
Did a lot of praying, Dan. And you know what? I didn't do it to, upset anybody or get back at anybody. It being the Angels. I just prayed about it with my wife and just felt like, God was leading us to go there. We had just peace about the whole situation, and to think that any different about, since I became a follower of Christ and had that relationship there since I was out of baseball when I was suspended, and when I come back to baseball and, he guides every step that I take, and, when I'm completely dependent on him, to think that I wouldn't do that now in one of the biggest decisions of my life, my family's life, would be kind of, I don't know. Just, he's my God, man, period.
But explain that to me, though. When you're asking for guidance, are you literally asking? Are you speaking? How do you get guidance from?
Dan, you've never prayed, huh?
Well, I have, but I don't. It's different for everybody. And what I'm asking for, what you're asking for guidance, are you actually verbalizing that, or just in your mind you're asking for guidance?
No, when I pray, I either pray, to myself or I pray out loud. It depends on where you're at, and if you're in a quiet place, it might be different. You can pray with your eyes open, eyes closed. Talk to God like he's your best friend. It's just a cool feeling. You've seen interviews with me talk about Holy Spirit sharing something with me, and that's an inside thing. That's a feeling inside, and it's things that I wouldn't think about or normally, period, a human being in general think about. It's just a cool feeling when God tells you something or gives you a little insight in something, and you see it happen.
Any more concerns about Los Angeles, off the field life, of what that's like as opposed to Arlington?
Yeah, no, there's no concern there, man. It's one of those things, it doesn't matter where I'm at. If I want to get in trouble, I'm going to get in trouble, period. It all comes down to choice, decision. Just one of the things, in 2009 when I had to relapse, and, we just said, okay, it was a slip up, and then moved on. And then this last one, this past January, we said, okay, well, what happens to allow me to get back to this point again? And, I spent a lot of time in prayer, and God showed me, he said, you know what, you take one day without spending time with me, turns into a week, turns into 2, 3, and then a month. And then you start shutting down from the people around you who are your support system and love you, and you start having thoughts of doing what you want to do instead of doing what I want you to do.
Will you have somebody, a team rep, who will be with you like the Rangers did to basically, and I don't want to say babysit, but just to guide you, caretake, monitor?
Dan, I don't care what you call it. It's an accountability partner. Why wouldn't I? Shane Kelly, he's the guy who was with the Rangers this year, and it was funny to me to hear all these people talk about it being a unique situation, a difficult situation or contract to negotiate, or, I'm comfortable in Texas. Because my support system's here. Well, my support system is wherever I go. God's wherever I go. My family's wherever I go, and my accountability partner. That's my support system. So it was pretty funny for me to sit back and listen to you guys talk about the comfortable part of it.
As far as the Rangers, did you give the Rangers a chance to counter?
I never promised them a chance to counter. I always said I'd give them the first shot when the season was over, and they didn't take the first shot.
You offended by that?
No, I'm not. If I let little things, offend me, like media stuff, and let people, me being comfortable with who I am in Christ, man, it makes dealing with people very easy. And so, understanding where they thought, I was comfortable here and I wouldn't go anywhere and they'd be all right and they'd have plenty of time to sign me, was a mistake on their part. And, they let us say go to the winter meetings and meet other teams, and we did that. And never once did we say, as far as talking me and Katie, my wife and I, we wanted to go out and give it an honest shot of, okay, well, let's see where the Lord's going to lead us, and we found out.
Where were you going to go? Where did you think you were going to go before Artie Moreno swooped in?
I had no clue. Hadn't even.
I thought Seattle was making a strong play for you.
No, not really. I mean, they were just like some other teams. I mean, you knew about Seattle, but other teams you didn't know about. So,
well, give me those teams.
I'm not giving you.
Oh, come on! It's already done. You got 5 years in Anaheim. Did the Yankees go after you? Possibly. That's a yes.
Yeah. I got to answer questions sometimes, like you guys ask questions. How about that?
No, I ask directly.
Okay.
Ask me a question.
No, I'm good, man.
Okay, all right. Just I'll ask you the question, and I hope I get an honest answer. Yeah. I don't want to beat around the bush. That's why I have you on, so I can ask you these questions, as opposed to.
Why would we want to talk about other teams that didn't get it?
Because I was curious of how this was playing out, because it was very lukewarm. It didn't sound like like the Rangers were waiting to say who really wants you. And I was surprised, and I think the Rangers fell asleep at the wheel going, let's just see who's interested, who's willing to pony up a 5 or 6 year deal. And then I thought the Yankees were involved, Seattle was involved, was Baltimore going to be involved? So that's why I was trying to figure out exactly what happened. And that's why.
What about the whole Pujols thing last year? You didn't see that one coming either.
No. Look, I've been around Artie Moreno. Like, I've been around him more than you have, and I would never play poker with Artie Moreno. Right?
Yeah.
He's a shrewd businessman. And he never, ever lets you know what he's doing. And that's why he got Pujols and he got you.
All right.
There you go. I don't know what we said. I don't know what we solved there, but
nothing.
Yeah, probably not. Hey, happy holidays, and hopefully those four little girls have a great holiday. Yeah.
Dan, tell me what I want to hear.
Good luck with the Angels.
No, Merry Christmas, man.
Oh, I just said happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Yeah. And hopefully those four little girls have a great holiday as well. And you know what? You're a lucky man.
Thanks, Dan.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, bro.
All right, buddy. That's Josh Hamilton, Angels outfielder.